Hey there, welcome back, and I hope everybody's doing good today. Um, I need to thank you guys. With I, I I can't thank you guys enough. I put up my first Dimash video several days ago, and you guys absolutely blew me out of the water. The Dimash fans, they're called Deers, came out of the woodwork and absolutely blew my channel up. The that video it was SOS. That video in the first day, the first 24 hours, had almost 10,000 views. It is by far my fastest video to 10,000 views. I've only got a few videos that have gotten that many views, and most of them have taken months to get to that size, and y'all did it in a day. I think I haven't checked it, but last time I looked, it was up to 18,000 views in the last 5 days, 6 days since I'm recording this. So it'll be a couple more days before this comes out. But I cannot thank you guys enough. One thing I did want to point out about that, a lot of people were making, having fun, good fun, and I deserved it with my translation of the name of SOS. I think I said I used Google Translate, so it's not 100% my fault. Although my pronunciation evidently was my fault. It's really SOS, an earthling in distress. Google Translate told me it was a terrain in distress. And by the way, I'm saying terrain as in ground, as in land, not train as in choo-choo train. I promise I was not thinking it was a train, a locomotive in distress. I thought it was talking about a land in distress. You guys let me know, and most of you very kindly. Only one, maybe two of you were a little more aggressive about it's not train. I can't believe you said train. How dare you say train? I understand it's earthling in distress, but I did not say train. I said terrain. So I apologize for my accent, whatever, my slurs, whatever. But I do appreciate the fun, well-meaning ribs. I definitely deserve it. When I get something wrong, I'm more than happy to take the good-natured ribs. Just try not to be mean about it. I do apologize for misspeaking that. Today I'm going to be doing Stranger. I'm excited for this. I'm doing a performance from 2021, and it looks very cool. I didn't listen to it, but I saw a little bit of it as I was getting past any ads, or hopefully I got past some ads. This was probably my most requested song on my channel, period. You guys, I mentioned that this was going to be my second reaction, and you guys came out of the woodwork and told me that yes, do this one. So there's a lot of people who requested this. So bear with me for a minute. I hope I catch everybody. But this was requested by AVP, Finn McCool, E. Coughlin, Frets on Fire, Michelle Elliott, Rio, Amore, Roger Chavez, Z-Man Ostertrons, Icy Bit Adir, SOS Ooper, Nancy Elandra, KMS, Barbara Saracensi, Edith Trejo, Nice Venice Deer, or Nice Venice Deer, sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend, Mary Webster, Kikimo, Zazoon, Stella Marina, Mary Jacobs, Cece Linka Greek, Karimi, Nathalie, Christina Limaine Oliveria, Brian B., Monica Pieces, Frazi Zung, Catherine Estelle, Hirakito, Dear for Dimash, Limka, Green Dream, Patricia Quichidze, CP, Jillian Maruno, and Kahet Diaz. First and foremost, I apologize for all the names I absolutely destroyed. Sometimes the way YouTube squishes names together, it's hard to tell where the syllables should be. So I apologize. I know I messed up several of those names, but I feel it's very important that I list everybody who has requested a specific song. So I'm super excited for this. Dimash just blew me away in that first song, and y'all told me he doesn't even go full out on that one. So that's very impressive. But I'm really excited for this one. Real quick, I did remind you I do have a Patreon. The link will be down in the description. Most of my reactions go up there at least a day in advance. And if you join the Blade series, you get a Patreon shout request every month. Doesn't matter what it is, how obscure, how crazy. If you love it, I want to hear it. If you want to donate a little more directly, I do have my PayPal and my Buy Me a Coffee links down in the description. And if there's a specific song you want me to get to really quick, best way to do that is to request that with a donation. Those requests go straight to the top of the list. I get to them as quick as I can, usually within just a day or two, and I really do appreciate any help y'all can give me. It's incredibly needed, and I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to this. This has been a very long intro. I apologize, but I wanted to explain my thought process going into this song. But I'm super excited for this, so here we go with Dimash with his song Stranger.
Спасибо. Спасибо огромное. А теперь прозвучит новая песня. Примеры.
God, that's so cool sounding. Wow, the performance, the presentation of this performance is crazy.
You crown as far as I can see. You crown underneath my feet. Strangers
So
in
delicate.
a stranger's land. You chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin again.
Okay, that intro was very cool. First of all, that instrument, I don't know what it was. I forget what it's called, but so unique sounding and ancient sounding. It gives this, it gives the intro of the song a history, a past. Then the presentation. I love that they're using real candles. It's not something a lot of people would do. A lot of people use tea lights that look like candles, but they're using real candles, which just gives it that much more authenticity. And the presentation of the stage is killer. His voice, when he first came in, it was he was basically whispering, and very airy and delicate and very cool, and it slowly was building a little bit as he went. He hasn't done any of the crazy, pitch and crazy stuff that I know he can do, but I'm expecting it. But just that little intro, that little section with just him singing in a kind of I don't want to say normal tone without doing anything super low or super high, was really effective, and I loved how airy he was making it. Very cool. This is really, and then at the end of it, the last thing he does, you can't hardly hear it, but he puts a little extra air behind it, and it gives it a pop, which is very cool.
Somewhere in my heart, in ancient times, I wonder.
It's like a different singer.
These valleys I have climbed them on these hills. Faces from our past and haunted by their memories. I've said lost, I've lost, I feel them in me sing.
And he drops back down.
New ground underneath my feet. Stranger in a stranger's land. New chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin.
Okay, I'm going to go back to that changeover. Every tone is like a new singer. Before he got into the high stuff, I was like, he's already done sounded like three different singers. The intro was very airy, delicate. Then he dropped to that lower, gosh, I don't even know what to say. I know he can go lower than that too. That's not the lowness isn't what I'm even thinking of. It's the tone of that lower section. Sounded like a different person. And then when he kicked back up to the more middle range, y'all have told me he has like 7.5 or 7 and a little over half octaves, which is insane. But he went back to more of a middle tone, but it sounded like a different person. He doesn't just change pitches, he changes styles, and just the way it changes sounds like a different singer. And then he did that build, those I think at 3 or 4 steps that he went, high, then higher, then higher. I think it was 3 times. And that last super high was just very just piercing and beautiful, and then instantly back down to the low. The fact that he can change that quickly between his pitches and his tones is just incredible. It's so good.
New chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin.
And this is so powerful. And stop for a second. I want to count that off. That he held that for freaking ever. He held that for 9 measures. 9 measures. That's crazy. And I may have even miscounted it early into it because it was an unusual beat.
Игорь Крутой!
Браво!
Спасибо огромное! Спасибо большое. Люблю вас сильно, пресильно.
Браво! Ну, конечно, невероятные эмоции мы испытываем от голоса Димаша.
Спасибо
Димаш
огромное.
Кудайберген, браво!
Спасибо огромное. Спасибо, спасибо. Игорь Крутой! И лучший хоббист мира, мой друг, гость из Казахстана, Олжас Хурманбек. Спасибо!
So good. That was incredible. Okay, so that was Dimash with Stranger. That was crazy. He held that final note for at least 9 measures. Like I said, I was having trouble with the beat at first, so I may have miscounted the first couple, but it was at least 9 measures. He held that note powerfully and with no wavering. That is crazy breath control, crazy just control over his instrument. That was incredible. That whole song was just beautiful. It was powerful. Every time he got into the part about a stranger in a strange world or strange land, I kept thinking, I want to hear him saying Iron Maiden's "Stranger in a Strange Land," just to see what he would do with it. That was fantastic. That was incredible. I loved how many, like you said, y'all have told me that I haven't heard it all yet. When I listen to SOS, I'm sure I want to get the same thing from Stranger, but I still haven't heard it all yet, and I'm fully aware of that and believe that completely, and I'm super excited to get to my next one. Again, the Dimash fans, the Deers, came in droves. I think I went up over 1,000 subscribers in the first day or so. Thank you so much. I promise I will be doing more Dimash. And I thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate all the support y'all have given me over the last week. All the information. It took me hours to go through all of y'all's comments to get all of my requests taken care of. Be sure I know everybody who has requested every single song. It means the world to me that y'all cares that much, that y'all gave me those requests, and I can't wait to get to more. So Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.